Hey, what's up, y'all? It's D about to react to this video by Omezia's title, Chud the Builder's Double Life Got Exposed. I've been seeing the titles of these vids pop up on my timeline, but I thought we already established that he gay. Or that at least he's a little fluid, we can say, because there was a black woman that came out and said that she used to peg him. But I guess we didn't have any definitive proof to, you know, back that up, just her word, but I believed it. But now I guess there's actual proof. So people have been telling me to react to this situation. So yeah, let's see what people have found on him. Let's watch.
Yeah, so last year, May 2025, I Chud the Builder. He sent me these texts with his baby mama, who was Latina, months later after a date. She said, go live happily ever after with a dude. Oh. Get him, girl. And then he said, back in the day, when women were made to be feminine, that's when society was the best and the least gay it occurred. Every time women get out of hand, go back to the Roman days and dudes who are more femme than their fat girlfriends are.
What?
So manly, dudes would rather a femboy than come home to their GF. Just who act like dudes will call men gay for femboys who are more feminine than they are.
How dare you not want to come home and man with a pussy?
Sorry, babe. I'd rather fuck a girl with a dick than an N-word with a mid-T like yours.
Oh,
what did
my
Mr.
God.
Poopy Butthole from Rick and Morty, not Chud the Builder, say about this situation? He said something like, ooh, wee. For the most part, the internet doesn't care about people's personal lives. What they do behind closed doors is their business and their business alone. But the problem is that when you go to the internet and you try to portray this specific image about your life that contradicts what you do behind closed doors, you best believe that when that door opens, it's not going to be a crack. It's going to come flying open and people are going to have things to say. And that's exactly where Chud the Builder is right now today. Chud the Builder spent countless years building up his brand and identity as a God-fearing, traditional criticizer of the LGBTQ community, pounding on his chest, big, strong alpha male. And the whole time, behind closed doors, he was somebody who was getting excavated, right? He was getting pounded out. He was getting a colonoscopy on the regular. Now, this isn't a video to make fun of him for that. Hey, it's still June, it's still Pride Month, and even if it wasn't, I am pro-LGBTQ and all of those things. But what makes it so funny is that he has tried to portray his life to be something so totally different on the opposite end of the spectrum. And the whole time, he's doing the bending. He's getting his back beat in. And now the toothpaste is out the tube because one of his ex-lovers...
He keep getting this confused. They're doing the bending, not him.
And I do mean one of them because there are others, and we'll get to those in a minute, has come to the internet posting irrefutable and damning evidence of Chud the Builder bending it over, spreading it eagle, and preferring that even over his ex-fiance, baby mama, or whatever we're calling it. I would say Chud the Builder is screwed, but he might like that. I guess that's why he did a speed run to the penitentiary. If you're new to this and you haven't already, please hit that subscribe button. It's going to go a long, long way for the channel. Did I say penitentiary? I meant to say penetrationary. Yo, double entendre. Don't ask me how. Now, back into the video. You see, the thing about internet personalities is that they just don't build audiences. They build whole characters. For Chud the Builder, that was somebody who claimed to stand on traditional values. Hey, you should be able to say what you want. Words shouldn't mean too much. I believe in traditional values. What is that? The nuclear family. Women should not be in charge. They should be in the kitchen. Men should lead. All these different things. Christianity over everything, etc., etc. You can tell that in all of his clips, his contents, and even his jokes when he would talk bad about certain groups of people. And this was the type of audience that he would ultimately attract. These are the same people who are putting money into his pockets. These are the same people who are sending threats to judges. These are the same people that clamored to his live streams and his clips because they thought that this was a stand-up guy. Never, and I do mean never, did they ever think that Chud the Builder would be somebody who was doing the bending until today.
Look at this picture. He's so God. I had to go digging through the text to find it, and I knew I'd sent it to my friend, but I fucking screamed when I saw what she had said. Like, Dalton started messaging me on Grindr again. She said, LMAO, why the fuck is he pretty? If he wasn't like a future murderer, I'd be lit as fuck for you. Shout out my girl for being an oracle, I guess. I said that to her. She's like, on God, I never miss.
And then I said,
neither did Chud, unfortunately. We cuddled on my couch and made out. I've struggled finding a good word for what happened next. text because I think like
It was on
simulated.
Grindr.
It's too vague, but at some point I put it between his thighs.
Meet Baby Jane in a video that I can't play for the life of me on.
There's a video. Oh, I'm gonna look on Twitter.
Meet
I know you lying, Chud.
Baby Jane in a video that I can't play for the life of me on YouTube. Otherwise, y'all would not have any more Omeezy. Baby Jane comes to the internet and claims that they fornicated with Chud the Builder on their couch like some high school kids. Now, mind you, Chud the Builder at the time would have some sort of kid and some sort of baby mama, some sort of traditional commitment that he had at home. But while he was out in a way, he was out to play because he was getting his Chudissy banged out.
Oh,
now, for
please
all intents
stop.
and
Why would you
purposes, we
say
have to
that?
say that these things are claims, but I'm going to be quite
paying
honest
attention.
with you, looking through the myriad of evidence that was placed, because it's not just the video that was exposing, it's not just the text messages, but then there's the photographs and timestamps and all these other messages and stuff like that in accounts from years ago. This isn't something that just popped up and somebody made because Chud the Builder is who he is today. This is somebody who was banging out Chud the Builder before Chud the Builder became Chud the Builder. These aren't just some random messages. This isn't some fake propaganda. This is
I don't
showing the
see it.
true intent of who this person is, and it kind of makes sense, to be quite honest with you. People aren't reacting to the story, but they're reacting to the contrast of this character that Chud the Builder has tried to portray over the past couple of years. We have to remember that this is not the first time that Chud the Builder would get caught up in a situation like this. At this point, it's about pattern recognition. Earlier this year, there was another woman who had came out saying that she knew Chud Dalton from years ago when they used to hang out and smoke the ganja together, and she talked about the things that they did.
So yes, pretty bitch with a big dick. Well, he's not lying. I already told y'all we used to smoke. He used to sell me weed. And we did raw dog. A lot. Me, him, and my ex-wife. I am a professional pegger. It is no secret that I perform prostate massages, if you will, for men. I've been doing it. So yes, pretty bitch with a big dick. I have not fucked Dalton since like 2015. He was a little chubbier then. His cheeks used to clap in such like the cutest way. Now Chud, he doesn't even have a little chubby butt no more, so I probably wouldn't fuck him again. But I'm wondering, did you bring that up because you want to spin the block?
Now, so you were not playing when you said that you used to peg him.
Every man that has ever been with me, I have pegged them.
Were you guys in a relationship though?
Oh, no, not at all. It's just not the homie. It's just the homie that comes and parties sometimes.
And this was only during your sex parties.
Yeah,
Would you charge for these sex parties?
absolutely.
So were you the first person to ever peg him? Or
Most of my clients, I'm there first.
Guys, I don't think we understand really how big this thing Chud the Builder was taking from behind was. I actually have the actual thing that Chud the Builder was taking. I contacted Lily. I got it from her. It was this right here. This monstrosity
I'm
was
missing
in Chud the
Gunnell.
Builder. Look at it next to my forearm. This thing was that big. The reason why I said this makes sense is because to me it seems like Chud the Builder is ashamed of this whole lifestyle. He's gone to the depths of painting
hate
himself
everybody.
to be in a totally different light than what is on the
That's
internet. And now people are starting to re-examine everything that they know about Chud the Builder. So on one hand, we have this big and bold public persona that Chud the Builder is. This, free speech guy. I don't have to go into who he is. A traditional,
And by the way, I'm not saying it's disgusting to get pegged. Do what you want. Show business. I don't care what anybody does. I don't think that in itself is disgusting. But to have someone else's strap that they had in their butt, which I highly doubt he got the actual one. I think he's just talking shit and trolling. But even if that was the case, to have it, or even like to peg people with the same one, even though you clean it, I don't care. I just think that's nasty. If she like pegging multiple men with the same strap on, but I guess it's common. But I would think that if you have one, then yeah, you're just using it with like one partner. But it'd be people using the same strap with different people. I just think that's nasty. Or to even have anybody else's strap is just nasty.
Masculine man that is just out there in the public sphere and arena. You see, this is where the story becomes more than just hypocrisy.
The real question is, what did Omeezy hold up? I don't think that was an actual strap. I think he's trolling. I think he's trolling, but I don't know what that is. That could be anything. What the fuck? Who is that? Okay.
in the public sphere and arena. You see, this is where the story becomes more than just hypocrisy. Chud is not only selling this masculine character, he was defending it like his career depended on it. People would bring it up all the time. They posted costume pictures of him dressed as a fairy or things where he was wearing makeup. But he pushed back because he understood exactly what happened to his brand and his image if things like that started to come out and be taken seriously. Those pictures challenged the version that he was trying to portray to a paying audience, to an audience that was ultimately pushing him to mainstream success. That's partly why this whole situation is damning for everybody involved, is because Chud was this picture perfect model to them of traditional masculinity, somebody who still held the values that honestly continue to be attacked every single day in 2026. And not saying that I do believe they're really being attacked, but more from their POV. Publicly mocking these things and then privately consuming / doing these things just make you look like an asshole. Should I be saying that? Is that a tasteless joke right now? I don't know. It's so shameful because this guy has like a super duper history of being into the stuff that he is vehemently against on the internet.
So I don't know if it's already public knowledge, but like that Chud the Builder guy, the blatantly racist white guy that's in Tennessee and like just as blatantly racist, we're from the same town, and multiple times he sent me and my other gay boyfriends nudes on Grindr. So,
But the whole world knows me for my past because I know Chud the Builder.
And what profession were you in to get acquainted with Chud the Builder?
I am a professional pegger. So pegging is when a woman typically uses a dildo of some sort on a guy.
And so sure, maybe you can fight off one experimental night in college. I'm pretty sure most of you viewing this have done something like that. But that doesn't make you gay. But then the Baby Jane story comes out and everything doesn't seem random anymore. Not the person who came to the internet saying that he sent nudes to them on Grindr, not the Lily Venus situation, not the pictures of the fairy costumes and makeup. All these things start to add up, and now we have a foundation of something. And that foundation is, yeah, man, this guy has so much self-hatred for himself that he is willing to go out there and paint this public image about these people, say these horrific slurs and bad tasting jokes and all these other things about these people while simultaneously being these people. And now everybody, and I do mean everybody, is questioning the brand.
It's so crazy how he was like super racist, right-wing Republican MAGA guy, and they always turn out to be the gayest.
If Chud never built his image around judging people and being so critical of people's actions and who they sleep with and all these other things, this story would probably just be gossip at the end of the day. But Chud made morality a point of his content. He made masculinity a part of his image and identity. He made anti-LGBTQ rhetoric a part of the content. So now people are judging him on the same standards and basis in which he would judge others. And that shouldn't be a scorching hot take. Usually if you are out there saying that this standard should exist, saying that this is the rhetoric that should be preached, saying you are anti this, that, and the third, naturally, normally, most people would live by those same things, but not as Chud the Builder. And now you have these people who have donated tons, and I do mean tons of money to his campaign, sitting between a rock and a hard place. Now his supporters are saying, well, either I have to apply the same logic and rhetoric and standards that Chud the Builder has been putting out and spewing over the past couple months that I have been
probably getting pegged too.
With, which I've been spending tons of cash on his bond and bail that he won't get. Or I have to admit that those standards were never real and I was following a blind and idiot hypocrite. But do I have sympathy for those people? No, not at all. At the end of the day, this is still a racist who shot a man in front of a courthouse and has built his whole career off of being macho man. I just want to be a macho man. Well, maybe he is macho man. I just want to be a macho man. And he is getting exactly what he wants to deserve.
I want to be a macho man. I mean, more power to him. Do you be you, but don't be fake about it. That's the issue. That's when you're getting exposed. That's when people are gonna laugh and talk shit because it's like, oh, this whole time you was being racist, but you was getting pegged by black women. Oh, this whole time you were super, oh no, it needs to be only a man with a woman. We don't do that gay shit. But whole time you getting bent over by a trans woman. I don't know if that's what they identify themselves as. I'm not sure. But yes, whole time you are dabbling in that community. So that's where the issue lies, and people are going to call you a hypocrite. So yeah, I don't see this man even having a career. Even if he was to get out, I don't feel like, things would be the same at all. I think he's done either way. Anyway, y'all let me know what y'all think though, and I'll see y'all on the next one. Bye.